Howdy y'all, this is Nuke'm Bro. I'm going to commentate this piece today. 4v4 match, pressure is what it's looking like. Two fairly good teams today. And for the North team we have Herr, Schneider, Franz, SoScared, Patric. And for the South team we have SchultzStaffel, Herr, Mueller, Report, and Overkill. Teams are fairly balanced. Should be a good game. Alright, game started. Let's see, we got the South team coming out trying to expand that ore. Both teams trying to expand the ore. Seems Patric's going to throw down a concrete barrier here to stop the flow of traffic, anything to try to come through that channel. He stopped early game. Got SoScared pumping out dogs, trying to get that shroud uncovered. Help out his teammates. Herr, Schneider still building, expanding to ore. Then we have down south SchultzStaffel in red, Herr, Mueller in green. Seems like everybody right now is just trying to get to that ore. Some troops in the middle scouting out. Looks like SoScared is expanding with his MCV, moving it, which is odd. I never see too many people expand this early in game or. Herr, Schneider concrete bearing up his MCV, which is very important if you want to prevent against engineering rushes, say APC rushes with say flame throwers or you know, rocket men, anything of the sort. SchultzStaffel has his war factory out. Report, still building, still trying to get that economy up. Patric still barricading up his side. SoScared expanded, which is good. Can try to get all that ore up top. Both players keeping in mind, both sides for that matter, trying to keep in mind that once you complete your resources, it's basically in this map a fight for the middle, which we could see later on. Basically deplete your side of resources. It's a ground pounders fight in the middle, trying to secure all that ore. A lot of fighting going on, a lot of ore trucks being taken out, a lot of people getting taken, a lot of units taken in the crossfire in that middle part, trying to fight for that ore. Both teams expanding. Patric has a airfield. Seems like he'll be trying to get a yak out pretty quickly here. There's Schneider still getting his econ up. SchultzStaffel with one heavy already at 310. Interesting. Other players still expanding. Overkill with 4 ore trucks. Should now be 5. One thing about Overkill is he usually has a lot of ore trucks. It's kind of ridiculous. A lot of times, if you ever play with him, he sometimes at the end of the game he'll have about 10 to 12. Report getting his ore, same as the others. SchultzStaffel with 2 heavy tanks. Alright, looks like Herr Schneider's got a yak. He's going to come over here and try to see if he can harass SchultzStaffel. But it looks like most of the southern team has their yaks up. A lot of Soviet players on the southern team. And SchultzStaffel will lose his yak. Excuse me. Herr Mueller will lose his yak. A little bit of conflict in the middle there. SoScared with 2 heavy tanks, radar up. Patric just now getting out of his war factory. Concrete barrier that side up. Looks like Report will try to squeeze in some V2 fire in here, see if he can take out something real quick. And it looks like Herr Schneider just took out some of SchultzStaffel's buildings here. Looks like he's going to try to go for that power plant. Looks like SchultzStaffel will stop his V2 short. Herr Schneider bringing in his rocket troops, trying to take out all those tanks. Moving in his yaks also. Seems like we have some conflict in the middle here. Ooh. Herr Schneider taking out those war trucks. Can't let that happen, man. Gotta send it back or something. SchultzStaffel throws out a sand site, takes out some of those Herr Schneider's yaks. He's just doing justice with those rocket troops. Looks like Herr Schneider keeps him moving in. SchultzStaffel trying to keep him at bay. Looks like Herr Schneider trying to expand into his base. There goes the testicle. SchultzStaffel will stop it though. Taking out his war refinery. And there we go. Herr Mueller taking out Herr Schneider's service depot. SchultzStaffel trying to get a push on Herr Schneider, get him out of his hair. Report slowly taking over middle. Ooh. There he is. One thing about longbows, I mean, in a kind of a longer game, any kind of MiGs, any kind of yaks, basically useless. You can't really do anything with longbows, except try to attack the enemy when he's not looking. But I mean, when he has a tech up, that GPS up, it's kind of hard. Seems like top team is still building out, trying to crank out some troops. SchultzStaffel finally got rid of Herr Schneider in his territory. Got some conflict in the middle. Southern team trying to take control of that middle ore is very important. Got some arty fire. Patric up top. Can you keep close on that middle part? He already has a chronosphere. Looks like SoScared's making a push, trying to take out Overkill's advanced power plant. And Overkill has a chronosphere. This will be interesting to see how this goes. Already chronoing, taking out Herr Schneider's MCV. SoScared's trying to make a push on Overkill. It seems like Overkill's definitely, for the most part, playing the support player in this game. Herr Schneider's still trying to make a push, trying to take out SchultzStaffel's base. Overkill. Suppressed. SoScared. Attack. Lots of things going on here. Overkill now taking over the middle. Right middle. Taking over, trying to take out SoScared SAM sites. His ore refinery. Looks like he might be successful. Overkill still with another chrono. Oh, look at this. SoScared attacking his chronosphere. Well, that chronosphere's gone. Oh, man. Oh, look at that chain reaction. Oh, looks like he might lose his tech this game. And he will. He will. What a game changer. I believe Overkill is one of the only allies on the southern team, so him not having a tech up after those 12 minutes, not sure how that'll affect the southern team in terms of being able to see underneath the shroud. But it seems like for the south team for the most part has the upper hand in army size, and they still have, I believe, 2 nukes up. Southern side, Overkill is making a push for Patric. Looks like Patric fended it off pretty well. Northern team just trying to keep that Southern team out of bay, trying to keep a hold of that middle. Franz Fleck with the tech and Chrono. And Nuke. Still fighting a lot in this middle. Seems like SoScared is cranking out mammoth tanks. Interesting. One thing about mammoth tanks is they're pretty expensive and slow, but if you get about 5 or 6 of them, send them straight over to enemy's base, it's usually pretty difficult to stop them unless you have an array of turrets or rocket troops available. Looks like SchultzStaffel is base walking up this left side, trying to take out Herr Schneider. A lot of action going on in this middle right here. Looks like Overkill trying to fend them off. Got a B2 fire from report coming in, trying to take out Patric's heavy tanks. SoScared manning his mammoths in the middle, trying to claim that middle ore. Looks like the Northern team will be a while before they can actually use their nukes. SchultzStaffel making a push on Herr Schneider. Herr Schneider's looking about done. Franz Fleck's coming in here trying to meet up with SchultzStaffel, trying to take him out. SchultzStaffel retreating. SchultzStaffel probably going to use the cover of that Tesla to take out whatever he can from Franz Fleck. Franz Fleck is going to move back. Doesn't want to have to deal with that Tesla coil. A lot of movement in the middle. SoScared trying to micro his mammoth tanks. Seems like each team is desperately trying to scrape some ore out of the middle wherever they can. SchultzStaffel is trying to make a push on that left side. He's moving in. Alright. Southern team looking pretty good. Overkill has his chronosphere ready. He also has his tech back up. SoScared chill trying to micro his mammoth tanks in the middle. Looks like there's a chronosphere somewhere. There we go. Gonna try to take out Franz Fleck's MCV. Not sure if he will get it. It looks like he'll deploy his MCV, undeploy his MCV, and get away safely. One thing about undeploying your MCV, it's very tricky actually. Sometimes it's better to actually leave it, because once you undeploy it, the health is significantly lowered. Your armor is significantly lowered. So unless it's like, say, in between an arty fire, then you can hurry up and undeploy it and move out of the way before that arty fire comes and hits your MCV while it's in vehicle state. Because then it would do a significantly bigger amount more damage than it would normally. Looks like SoScared's gonna try to make a push in this middle part here. Herr Mueller moving in his heavy tank, see if he can take out SoScared's mammoths. But I mean, like I said, once you get about 5 mammoths, it's kind of hard to stop them. Looks like they're doing some justice here. We'll see how this push goes for the Northern team. Looks like they're moving in. I'm not too sure they're going to get too far. It's looking like Southern team's doing a pretty good job of stopping them. SchultzStaffel microing his B2s, trying to take out those mammoths. Good job on his part. Overkill slowly already firing over the mammoth tank.
We did not notice it on the first pass, but yes.
You
Yikes.
disappoint me. Kukov.
And back to the game. Alright, we have Overkill. Still doing pretty good. Chronosphere somewhere, not sure on whose part. That would be more than likely Southern team chronosphering to the northern side. Looks like a nuke is fired off. I believe that'd be Overkill's nuke. Gonna see what he can try and get. Looks like SchultzStaffel. Oh, there we go. Ooh, man, that was dirty. MCV, War Refinery, Barrack. Pretty good attack with that nuke. Here's a replay again. Ooh, Radar Dome 2. And that was dirty. There we go.
Seems like for the most part it's kind of a standstill. Both armies are just kind of idle right now. Seems like the southern team has control of the middle. It seems Overkill has expanded to the middle. I believe he'll put down a SAM site or an AA. Put one down, get that all them helicopters away from him. Looks like he Overkill Chrono. Ooh, a nuke. Didn't quite get SoScared's service depot. Looks like SoScared's nuke is almost finished. Interesting to see where he places that. Overkill taking solid control of the middle. Overkill taking all this ore in the middle. Got backup from SchultzStaffel. SoScared, Lone Mammoth trying to come in and save the day.
Detected.
And it looks like Franz Flex's nuke has just went off. See where that goes. And here it comes straight down the middle. It's coming down. Might be on Overkill's MTV. And yes, it is. Pretty good play on his part. That nuke allowed him to suppress the southern team from gaining all that ore. But for the most part, he could have used it to take out some special structures like, say, nukes. Could have prevented another nuke from attacking the north. Looks like we got some confliction here in the middle. SoScared trying to make a push, trying to take out them AAs. SchultzStaffel kind of idle right now if he's heavy. He's moving his in, trying to take out those mammoths. Northern team has pretty good air support right now with all these helicopters. Ooh. Looks like took out two of those longbows, Overkills. Excuse me, report SAM site.
A-bomb launch.
Northern team still trying to make a push. Another nuke fired. I believe that's SoScared's nuke. We'll see where that hits here in a second. Usually where a bunch of buildings are concentrated, the best place to put it. More than likely, maybe Overkill's base. Reports maybe. Right down the middle, let's see where it goes. And right down on the radar dome, advanced power plant, and chronosphere. It seems like to the right here we have a little, Patric must have sold his concrete barriers and now it's attacking Overkill. And it looks like Patric will get that war factory. Overkill trying to stop Patric with his turrets. See how this goes. SchultzStaffel running over to help. It's pretty sneaky when someone concrete barriers up their one side. So the player assumes to never look there because they always think it's always going to be there. Concrete barrier is going to keep them safe because they're never going to come across. Well, when that player suddenly decides to all of a sudden sell it and send his entire army over, the results can be pretty catastrophic. It's like Patric trying to use the Volkov to take out some of the structures. Interesting, SchultzStaffel hasn't made a push on the left side. It seems like it's completely open. Huge, huge flank. Patric microing his Volkov over here. Taking out reports infantrymen. And it looks like Herr Miller's heavy tank will probably come in and save the day here. And he's gone. SoScared and Franz Flex trying to take control of the middle again. Seems like both teams are really pressed for ore. SchultzStaffel not having too many troops. Actually, any team in the south, for that matter, not having too many troops. Looks like the middle is still containing it for the most part. Looks like they're trying to get a good grasp in the middle. Mammoth has that long range with those heat-seeking missiles. Pretty good for taking out heavy tanks at a long range. Herr Schneider moved all his war trucks to the middle and tried to get some more, but it looks like he'll lose to him.
Not such a good play on his part with SchultzStaffel's heavy tanks there. Oh man, looks like SchultzStaffel's gonna lose this one. Yep. And SchultzStaffel will retreat. Looks like South Team it just doesn't have too much ore left.
A-bomb launch detected.
Still trying to press from the North Team. Another nuke let off. I believe that would be Overkill's nuke. Interesting to see where that lands. More than likely SoScared's base. I assume that's a good spot for a... Oh, no? Patric's MCV? Yes, Patric's MCV and Service Depot. Nicely placed nuke. SoScared is taking out SchultzStaffel's power plants from the base wall. SchultzStaffel's going to come over here and take care of it. And it looks like for the most part, for what I thought, the Northern Team didn't really have the middle to begin with, and now it seems that the North Team has a very firm grasp in the middle. They can take ore from it whenever they please. Looks like Northern Team has the economy for the most part. Another nuke fired. A lot of nukes in this game. Oh, and it looks like that'll be right in the middle. Ooh. Took out a nuke and a couple other various structures. SchultzStaffel microing his V2s, trying to take out those mammoths. SoScared trying to make a push. Another nuke is fired from Franz Flex's nuke silo. See where that goes here in a second. Straight down the middle. Right in the middle. I guess he was aiming for 2 advanced power plants. Doesn't seem like a very good place to put a nuke, but I guess it works. SchultzStaffel has his heavy tanks chronosphere to the top, takes out Franz Flex's tech. SchultzStaffel now desperately try to get Franz Flex's MCV. Franz Flex will try to move his MCV. Let's see if SchultzStaffel can get it. Ah, there we go. Got it. Looks like, I guess the Southern Team kind of barricaded that middle part, trying to keep the Northern Team out of its hair. Looks like the Northern Team, for the most part, got it. I mean, they got a pretty massive army in the middle. And time will tell. Looks like the Northern Team is making a push. Nope. Moving back. Army's just kind of idling in the middle, trying to protect, trying to make sure that the other team, Southern Team, doesn't get that ore. SoScared fire off a couple V2s, take out a turret. Southern Team trying to concrete the middle up, try to prevent that team from coming in. Seems like the Southern Team just kind of barricaded itself off from the ore in the middle. So they're kind of shooting themselves in the foot, but oh, looks like Franz Flex has a helicopter, Chinook, full of what could be anything, taken out by SchultzStaffel's SAM site. Southern Team now trying to hold on here. Franz Flex mined up that left side after seeing that it was widely open. SchultzStaffel got chronoed, took out SoScared's MCV. Now SchultzStaffel's going to go for Herr Schneider's MCV, and it looks like he will get it. Franz Flex coming in short, trying to take out those heavy tanks. Looks like it'll be too late. Middle's pressing on hard here. Looks like the South hasn't really made any advancements in terms of territory. Looks like they've been losing it for the most part. southern team Overkill trying to get some arties down, and they're trying to take out some of their mammoth tanks. SchultzStaffel, I think, sees that that left side is mined up. He doesn't want to send all his heavy tanks in there and just lose them. Another nuke is fired. I believe that is Overkill's. SoScared got a new NCV. And the nuke is right on Franz Flex's MCV and service depot. Good, nicely placed nuke. Overkill still using his arties to fire in the middle. Another chronosphere. SchultzStaffel's heavy tanks taking out SoScared's Soviet Tech Center. Now going for radar dome. Interesting. Not sure if he will get both. And it looks like he will get the radar dome. Looks like he is, nope, teleported back. Ooh, SoScared and Franz Flex making a move on this left side. I don't know if, oh, southern team barricaded it up. There you go, that'll stop them. Looks like they're just gonna have to try to find another way around. I mean, Overkill's kind of pounding them with arties. I don't think they're, yeah, they're gonna retreat on this one. Too risky, not when Overkill's got them all those arties there. Overkill still firing with his arties in the middle, trying to take out SoScared's mammoth tanks. SoScared, for the most part, is doing a pretty good job microing his mammoth tanks this game, which is interesting because you don't normally see too many players with mammoth tanks microing them so well. Most players get a whole bunch of mammoth tanks and then just send them blindly to your base and don't even micro them at all and just let them go anywhere, and they usually just get crushed by rocket troops or anything like that. Looks like SoScared will try to make a push through the middle, try to weave in between these concrete barriers. Interesting to see what he'll do with that. Another nuke fired. Looks like it took out an advanced power plant and a nuclear missile silo. SoScared trying to squeeze in here. It looks like one of the southern teammates is putting up a concrete barrier, trying to desperately take SoScared out of the game. Looks like SoScared's now pinned off. SoScared's kind of trapped now. If he could get another concrete barrier up on that left side, he could basically pin all of SoScared's mammoth tanks in. Looks like that was a big loss for SoScared. It was risky, but if he would have made it, there would have been some serious damage done to Overkill. But it looks like they fended it off for the most part. Looks like Franz Flex is trying to put mines in the middle, trying to mine that up. It looks like Patric is sending a demo truck to the middle. Oh no, it's gonna end in disaster. Oh well, wasn't as great as I thought it was gonna be. SoScared moving in his mammoth tanks. See if he can make a push through that middle. I guess that demo truck was just there to clear it out. It looks like they're gonna once again concrete barrier it up. The thing is about concrete barriers is, in my opinion, probably the best defense in the game. I mean, if they're doing a giant tank rush, all you have to do is concrete barrier it off, and the tanks have to find another way around. Then all you do is throw up, say, Tesla behind the concrete barrier, and bam, they basically lost a couple tanks already. And now they're going to see if they can try to pin them in with the concrete barriers. Looks like they will be successful for the most part. Very, very dangerous. SoScared is taking a huge risk, moving all his mammoth tanks in the middle like that. Looks like SchultzStaffel will try to micro his V2s, trying to take out those mammoth tanks. SoScared trying to take out some of his concrete barriers so he can advance. Mammoth tanks missiles are really good for taking out concrete barriers, so it looks like they're just going to try to roll on through it. And the southern team just keeps putting up concrete barriers. I'm sure SoScared is getting very bad at this point. Very frustrated. SchultzStaffel, Chronosphere, trying to take out SoScared's War Factory. SoScared pushing in through the middle with his mammoth tank, see if he can squeeze him in through there without getting stopped. And there you go, Herr Mueller throws up a Tesla coil. This is what I was talking about behind the concrete barriers. He's gonna do some damage on the mammoth tanks. Looks like mammoth tanks are gonna try to stretch out to the right way, trying to see if they can get on the Overkill side, take out some of his structures there. Looks like for the most part, SoScared kind of lost a lot of his mammoth tanks trying to deal with them. SchultzStaffel throws up another Tesla coil, puts the concrete barrier in front of it. Basically limiting where those mammoth tanks can go, really. SoScared trying to make a push, another concrete barrier up. Looks like they'll cut him off, but I'm sure he can cross over to the bay right there. And now attacking reports missile silo. Excuse me, War Factory. Looks like SoScared will get it. SoScared will keep moving through. The southern team definitely trying to destroy these mammoth tanks. SoScared will keep making the push. And he's trying to go for that airfield and MCD of reports. A lot of action in the middle. SoScared still trying to take out report structures, starting with this radar. Now moving on to his MCD. And now taking out Overkill's tech, Overkill salesman. Overkill trying to protect his missile silo. And now he's low power. Overkill may not be able to stop him. He just ends up selling it. Ooh, Herr Schneider just comes in and destroys Herr Mueller's Chronosphere with yaks. Unprotected. SoScared keeps coming in. Take out Overkill's war truck. There you go. SchultzStaffel again, throwing up a concrete barrier and putting a Tesla behind it. Good defense. Good defense. SoScared's moving down south, trying to see if he can finish off the rest of the report. Seems like for the most part the south isn't looking too good. And Overkill surrenders. SchultzStaffel surrenders. Your two power players surrenders. Seems like for the most part that would be it. North team wins. SoScared, Franz Flex, Herr Schneider, Patric, winners of this OpenRA game. Very, very good game. Very long game. Both good things on both good parts of the team. Saw a lot of good things with Microwing, SoScared on his mammoth tanks. Good game, good game. Very enjoyable to watch. And that will be it for this commentary. This was Nuke'm Bro, and I'll see you next time.